episode 2.
Off.
Nice.
Fitness and Donuts.
Fitness and donuts.
We are a month away from the Open.
There we are.
Thoughts on the Open?
It's a little bit different this year, isn't it? 5 weeks down to 3.
Yes.
So that'll be nice.
But
Excited.
did you hear that it's not like just 3 workouts?
Yeah. Well, might be 2 a week.
Could be a lot of A and Bs,
Could be.
Bring
which
it.
is quite stressful.
It's
'Cause that's gonna
exciting,
be busy.
though.
It
It's
is
stressful when
exciting.
you're about to pop. When do you...
Well, so week 1 of the Open. What was it?
It's already popped.
Week 1 of the Open is 34 weeks. And then week 2, 35, week 3, 36. So 36, if Castro puts in some deadlifts, we could get a
What date's week 1?
the 12th
March.
March.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting Open for me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They normally get released 12 o'clock on Fridays.
Yes.
Awards.
Yeah, about
In
11
Australia,
o'clock
yep.
here, 11,
Australia.
12 o'clock here. And they're going back to live announcements. Who's excited
Oh,
about
yeah.
that? I love a live
Awesome.
announcement.
That'd be good.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
We're assuming similar to last year, there'll be dumbbells and bodyweight movements primarily.
Well, there's
Here
3
is a,
options. You were telling me
guideline.
about this. What was the foundations, or what were you
Yeah,
telling
so
me about?
there's foundations. There's your scaled. And then your RX. So you've got 3 different options there. And then a 4th being if you're at home and don't have equipment.
Yeah, so there's an
a,
at-home option now,
At home.
Yeah, which
yes.
is separately.
given COVID.
Yeah.
Given overseas, yeah. Makes sense.
Anyone can do
Makes
it.
sense.
Anyone.
can
See,
do it.
now,
And everyone should.
Even a
Anyone
36
should do
weeker.
it. Even a 36-weeker. Well, see, that's the thing. I think people look at the Open and they think, over the years, like our first CrossFit Open was 2012.
Wow.
Did you know that?
Wow.
Yep.
2012.
So 10 years ago.
That is
Holy
almost
hell.
10 years ago. Yeah.
9.
And in that time, so
Years ago. Basic maths.
quick maths. In that time though, so that means like, so back when we started doing the Open, it was just RX, right? There was no scaling, there was nothing. And I remember though, and I think this is what people don't see now, so they probably have a different opinion of it and why they think, oh, I can't do that yet or whatever, is you might like get a WOD where you might get 2 reps,
Yeah.
but geez, you were pumped.
2
Like,
reps is something you've never done, or
yeah,
a weight you've never done.
or a movement you've never done. We used to get that a
Movement
lot.
you've never done to full scale.
Yeah. So we'd do that, and then you don't realise, and which I've done this. I've even forgotten when because they repeat WODs sometimes.
Yeah.
I've looked back and I've been like, shit, I spent like 17 minutes trying to get, and probably 50 attempts trying to do chest to bars however many years ago, and I got 2 reps. Pumped. Couldn't have been happier about it. Then it comes back like 3 or 4 years later, and I didn't even realise, and I looked and I was like, shit, I've gotten rounds into this. Like, this is like 20-something chest to bars. Wasn't even conscious of it because I'd forgotten where I came from.
Yeah.
So that's why I reckon the Open's good.
Yeah.
And it is scalable. So, like, I was laughing because I thought to myself, even me this year, I'm like, oh, I can still do something because now they've got the scaling option. I'll be able to do something. I'll be able to get a rep out here and there, get a score on the board. Then I realised I did one Open on crutches one year, which was hilarious. And then I realised Shannon did one Open in a moon boot.
Yes. Yep.
And you got through every workout, didn't you?
Yeah, I did the scaled version, but I did the RX where I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, got through it.
So,
There you go.
There's no excuses. Not
moral
to
of
No
the story
excuses, yeah.
is to do the Open.
do it. And it's fun.
It's
How
fun.
did you? When
Yep.
was your first one?
2.5.
2.5, yeah, 3
18.
third ones.
18.1
3 years ago.
Oh, yep.
was my first
18.1.
one, and it was row and wall balls.
Yep.
It was a nightmare. And I remember laying on the ground after it, and you're like, welcome to the Open.
Yep.
And it was painful, but it was fun. Friday night, you get everyone in, a nice group, just muck around, do the WODs, have pizza, have beer,
Challenge
cheer
yourself.
each other
That's
on.
it.
You'd be surprised how far you can push yourself when you've got everyone here cheering you on. And
Different
you-
adrenaline.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's normal to be scared of it, absolutely, but that's scared of the challenge. But you always feel awesome after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just so
Yeah,
good
you don't
after it.
regret it, do you?
Yep.
Well, I don't know anyone that's like done an open WOD and then just been like hated that they've done it, sort
Yeah.
of thing, or
Yeah.
regretted doing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's just trying to explain to everyone. Like a lot of people, I've heard a lot of comments this year about, oh no, I'll wait till I can't do it all RX, so I'll wait till another year, or I'll like waiting,
Yeah.
thinking they're waiting to get fitted to do the open.
Yep.
No. Yeah.
You just got to jump into it, don't you? Rip the band-aid off.
Well,
it.
when was your first open?
2017.
Oh.
Was
Okay.
it really?
Yep.
Do you remember any of that?
Nope.
I remember once doing an
actually.
open. Was
I
that
do
the
remember
year you
having
and
to
me?
be halfway through a workout.
Yeah.
Snatches were heavy, and I'm like, this is dumb. Where's the biggie?
I remember once doing an open workout with you. It was burpee box jump overs and dumbbell snatches.
That was my first one.
That was
That must
horrendous.
have been 17.1.
I think you beat me by about 2 reps.
Was that you in a moon boot?
No.
Oh.
But I think coming like my experience of the open, like I'm probably someone that can RX some things. There's a lot of movements I can't do, but every year, it might just be that getting that 1 or 2 reps of something that I've never done or a weight I've never done.
Yeah.
Things like handstand push-ups, muscle-ups, those sorts of things. Always been trying to get one, but the one thing that I've always sort of regretted when doing the open is that month before, I guess, not putting in that accessory work to make sure I'm ready for it. There's no sort of point sitting back waiting for it. That's why we have our open gyms and things, I guess, and use
Yeah.
the coaches to
Yeah.
to build you up for those moments.
Well, I think that
Definitely.
I'm pretty happy with that they've brought it back to the start of the year,
Yep.
because I feel like it gives you a really good baseline, and then because we've just done goal setting and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff, and then
Yeah.
we move into the open. Sort of, it's like a fitness test sort of thing.
Yeah.
Technically, it's just like doing a test.
See where you're good at, what you're not good at.
That's
and
exactly
go
right.
from
Where
there.
and you get a good idea of that, because you sort of have to push to your limits. Like
Yep.
you sort of when you're in a class, sometimes you can coast.
Yeah, you can coast, hold back a little bit.
Yeah. Whereas you do push yourself to go do as the best that you can do. And so I think it's nicer to have it at the start of the year, because then you really can reassess and redirect that focus and get some goals sorted and use us.
Yeah.
Like say, oh well, like I'll try. And perfect example, which I must say, and she's done an amazing job. Does everyone remember last year? Ali.
Yes.
Ali was very hesitant to go into the open.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, do it. Like, same conversation that we're having with everyone at the moment. They're like, oh, nah, trying to explain to them it's actually really awesome. Nervous about box jumps, because every adult is when they come in here,
Yep.
which is just sort of stock standard. Hadn't really thought all that much of it, because they sort of pop up in WODs here and there, and hadn't been CrossFit for all that long. And she got a couple out in the open.
She did.
Who's it, 2 or 1 or something like that? Very
She did well.
exciting.
Yeah.
Very, very exciting. But it was, it really brought forward to her that she's like, that's a weakness of mine. Like it's, they're not in, everyone's not in our field. So they're not used to picking, where do I struggle? Where am I good? Where am I,
Yep.
And they have, and then she's like, right, box jumps. She has gone gung-ho at them. Every WOD with a box jump in it. She's brought it up. She's assessed it. She's got it had it on her goals.
Yeah.
Didn't even realise. The other week we're doing a WOD with with box jump overs. Just doing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did well. And she was a little bit injured too, and she was still
And she's still doing it.
cracking out a few.
And then it was only because the open, was sort of different timing or whatever. But you think, look at that.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. So when box jumps come up this year, how excited. And I get way more excited about everyone else's achievements than my own.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be squealing like a banshee from the other side of the... We know this. We know this is an issue. But, everyone feeds off that. Can you imagine how exciting it's going to be
Yeah.
when box jumps come in to one of the WODs
Yep.
and we get to watch Ellie do it?
Yeah.
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 I'm that excited
Yep.
about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's going to be amazing.
I
Like-
think too with the open
So
standards, you have that option of doing, I guess, entering in RX for the week, whatever the workouts are, and if for whatever reason you can't do something, you can always go again and do the option down.
That's exactly right.
You're not locked into something.
No.
Yeah, well,
Sure.
and that's the thing. That's exactly right. You can go. You don't have to say I have to do this at RX, and you can have a couple of goes at it, or you can.
Well, I
It's
remember
very flexible.
clearly
Yeah.
saying that a lot of the times when there's been ones with muscle ups in them, and people who haven't had a muscle up before, have attempted not being able to do it, but then done the scaled version after just to
Yeah.
get some score on the board.
Yep.
Yeah, you get all weekend to retest. Do it
That's
again
exactly right.
Would you get 4 days?
Yep.
Roughly.
until Monday.
Yeah, till Monday. Yep.
Yeah.
Monday for us. Yep.
I guess just remembering it's you versus yourself to a degree, isn't it? Just seeing where,
Yes.
where you can actually get to.
That's a good thing.
Not getting
about the
built
Open.
up in
Yeah.
competing against others all the time.
And you'll be surprised how far you can push yourself
Yep.
in the Open with everyone around you, cheering you on.
Getting behind you.
Yeah, you get your PRs, you'll be able to push a bit harder, push further.
PB.
PB.
PBs.
Yeah.
PB, PR.
Yeah.
PB.
Whichever you prefer.
C'est la vie.
It's 2021.
So, basics of the Open. How would you describe the Open in the most basic form of what is it and what do you do?
All right, so CrossFit Open is a worldwide competition, like an online register.
Yep.
So what you do is go to CrossFit.com, the website. You can register. It costs you $20 US.
Yep.
You would need to put Wham Bam as your CrossFit affiliate.
Yes.
And then the way it works is over 3 weeks this year, a workout will be released on the Friday, and you have until the Monday to complete it. So we do ours normally on Friday open gym. So you'll have an individualised judge who will get your score, verify it, you'll have to sign it and enter it online. If you can't do Fridays, we can accommodate some other dates.
Yes.
So basically, normally they release one workout, you won't know what that is, but this year it looks like there might be more than one, potentially some of the weeks.
A's and B's.
Yeah, A's and
Part-
B's or something
part A,
like
part
that,
B.
but that no one's going to know until it happens. So
CD.
the other thing to note, and we've had this previously, is it all is ran from the US.
Yes.
So you'll be able to watch like a live announcement and see what the actual workout is with the pros doing it. But it will also be in pounds and the movements will be in those measurements. So we will convert that to what we use here. So don't stress too much about that. But basically you'll do a workout, you'll be judged, they'll give you a score, you'll verify it, enter it, and that'll be it basically. And you can see the worldwide leaderboard, you can see local ones, you can see whatever you want and measure yourself however you want to do that.
Yep, absolutely.
That's pretty much the basics of it. This year it looks like, because of COVID, a lot of the barbells and bikes and things like that probably won't be in it. It'll be more body weight, dumbbells, gymnastic movements. Yeah.
There's
pretty
plenty
much.
of options.
Yeah.
Yep.
But there'll be plenty of options. We're more than happy to help everyone through it. So
You've got a question, ask us.
absolutely.
Here's your 4 judges.
Rightio.
Donuts.
So the best time of our podcast is donut review time. Finn has nearly murdered all of his donut, so
You got to be
Oh,
excited.
alright.
all right. So what was yours? Lemon meringue.
Lemon meringue.
Ooh.
Bit of ooze.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
oh.
Nice centre.
7.5 out of 10.
7.5.
Disappointed.
That's a good score.
That's good.
Very good.
I love lemon.
Good job,
Oh,
Timmy.
I've got the old golden gay time. Who loves the gay time?
Jimmy does.
Timmy does. Take it all.
9.5.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That is ace.
What's in the middle
yeah,
of
I was
that?
going to say, what does the gay time actually have?
Caramelly
Stuff.
stuff.
Caramelly? Or?
Caramelly.
Like a-
gooey stuff.
A brownie gooey
yeah.
insert.
Insert here.
Sniff this.
Sniff this.
This, he says.
There you go. Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
1.5.
Now, Shannon,
That's
the non-donut
good.
connoisseur of everyone.
Not really a donut person, but
I
feel
thought
like-
this was okay.
looks like it needs a bit of a shave and a clean.
Oh,
But it is apple and cinnamon. It's a bit of a custody insert.
That's a leechy thing to say. Thoughts?
Not bad, I've just about had a heart attack. But, well, as far like I don't have donuts very often, but I'd have to throw a 9 out there.
Oh,
oh,
Jeez.
jeez,
jeez, that's
Louise.
a bit now. This
Cut-
is 7.5
apple and
over here.
custard.
Always room for improvement.
I think I'm a big apple and custard fan. I've had
Well,
a lot of
that's-
it in the last couple of weeks.
You have.
Thanks to Ronnie,
Yep. I
aka Mumsy.
I thought
Rondo.
that you'd be
Nancy.
onto that
Custard's not as good
as
as Ron.
Mumsies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Clear that up. Yeah.
Well,
This is not as good as Mumsy's, not the other way around.
I'm disgusted.
I know. I couldn't take you three anywhere, like at all. Well, there you go. Now, obviously, I'm eating mine with my knife and fork, so I have a meltdown
That's
about
not
that.
weird at all.
No.
Well, look,
What's yours?
mine is a vanilla slice donut. Right, so
Oh,
let's
yeah.
just make
Just a circle
the ratio
vanilla
of
slice.
everything.
Don't spill it.
I like it.
Obviously.
I like it a lot. I'd give this one a 9. I'm really happy
Copycat.
with it. Happy with the ratios.
Good scoresy.
Except for the 7.5.
Yeah.
It's looking
Do
a
you feel
bit.
bad about yourself over there?
Not at all.
Not a bad scoresy.
Well,
Yeah,
you're the
I-
only one that's got no donut left.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Oh, the 7.5's a great score.
It is.
Yeah, no, it's
It
good.
is, it's a good score.
No, 9.
If I was a 7.5 out of 10, I'd be happy with that. It's a great score.
Should we get, do you want us to get everyone at home to rate you, Finner?
Yeah.
What's Finner
Wow.
out of
Good
10?
dinner. Yeah. 1 to 10.
Now he's the same colour as his
1.5.
t-shirt.
Gives a smile, mate.
Red on red Prado. There you go. That's
Happy
us.
days.
Done?
Happy days. Donuts, coffee,
Fitness.
fitness.
Open.
Open.
Do it.
Open.
Do it.
Get into it.